Hey y'all, and welcome to Our Green Acres. I'm Teresa. Today we got a little bit of a different setup and a kind of a different video, which is a good thing. And one thing that's going to be different in it is I now have the capability to do voiceovers. So I will be talking throughout the video. So y'all bear with me, until I get a little bit more used to that. But anyway, so today's video, I'll be talking y'all all the way through. And then also it's a special video because I'm collabing with one of my really good friends here on YouTube. She is one of the ones that reached out to me when we first kicked off our channel last year. And she reached out to me and gave us a big shout out on her channel. And y'all, I tell you what, she helped us so much kind of get us out there and get our name out there, and our channel started to grow. And that's what it takes. And so just from then to now, she and I have just always stayed in touch with each other, and we talk back and forth. And she's just a really good person. So after you get done watching my video, make sure to go over to her channel. And the name of her channel is FABEDhacks. And make sure to go over and subscribe to her channel and watch her videos. Y'all, you will not be disappointed. Rosemary actually even has a video that has over 1 million views. So how cool is that? So y'all, like I say, I will link Rosemary's channel down below, the link of how to get there. So go over and check out her channel because it is awesome. She comes up with some of the coolest ideas and things that you'll be thinking after she does it, go, how in the world does she think of that? But anyway, love Rosemary. And also today, we're trying to decide what we wanted to do as far as content for our collab. We come up with patio and porch makeovers because we both have actually gone through the construction part of it and having to kind of create porches and decks and stuff like that onto our homes. So you will see in the video when me and Ben purchased this home, it had no porch. You opened the front door and you would fall 3 foot down to the ground. So you're going to see the process we went through, and this video will be a series of videos to come of how we remodeled the whole house. And I'm just going to kind of do videos in segments of how we did each room. And of course, we were not on YouTube at the time that we started all this process, so a lot of it we did not video, but we did take pictures. So a lot of it's going to be pictures. But I want to just show y'all today the porch process. I'm going to also show you in the video how I decorate my porch. I'm going to show y'all how to DIY mulch, how I DIY'd my sidewalk to get up to the porch. I'm going to show you how to repair and restain your wicker furniture. If you have wicker that has just sat out in the sun and is baked and is looking all faded looking, I'm going to show y'all how to refresh that. So y'all, if y'all have not subscribed to our channel yet, please do so. Just please hit that red subscribe button up there. Also, at the end of the video, I'll have my Facebook group and also my Instagram handle. Please go over and follow me both on those two things. And as always, y'all, I'm going to get on with the video, and I hope y'all enjoy it. And don't forget to go over and check out Rosemary's video after mine. So, Ben and I purchased this home in 2016. It was a foreclosure with the bank, and the person, the previous owner, he built it himself and did not get it finished. He had to leave state to go to another job. So he left the house as is. So we bought it from the bank as a foreclosure. And as you can see, there's a lot of work that needs to be done to the house, including no landscaping and no front porch. So this house just needs a lot of love. So we decided we were up for the challenge, and we bought it. And the first thing we needed to do was make a front porch. So the first thing we did, Ben built a temporary front porch, because right now, if before the temporary porch, if you would have stepped out of the front door, you would have just fell 3 feet under the ground. We had concrete blocks we used for steps, and as you can see, we have no landscaping. There's no sidewalk. People that came to the front door had to walk through the grass. So you'll see in the video how I DIY a sidewalk, and also going to do my own landscaping. So here is some footage of the front porch being built and the steps. And we also told the contractor we wanted to add another window, and we got a door that had, you know, a full window. And I just felt like that would add more to the exterior and add more light to the interior of the house. It just really opened it up. So here's another shot of the rail. And you're going to see in the next video, we let the lumber cure about a year. So a year later, Ben stained it himself. So this is a DIY also. I think he stained it with a sprayer. He just sprayed the stain on. It wasn't real hard to do. And you can see how I decorate the front porch. I just, you know, have wicker furniture and just have my big rug. I think I got that at Lowe's. And I just reuse the same furniture every year, but I'm going to show you in the video today. In this clip, you can see the ceiling fan and just see you know, how tall it is. And anyway, we love it. We've really enjoyed it. And we sit out here a lot. So here's the furniture that we currently use. We use our front porch every day, so pretty much we try to keep it clean throughout the year. It's not like it just sits out there all winter and gets, you know, trash and stuff. We pretty much sweep it all season long, because you're going to see in a minute there's a wood box where Ben stores our wood to go in our wood burning stove. And so we, you know, we keep it swept off. You know, my cushions are pretty much protected, so I use the same cushions every year. And there's the wood box. Ben made that, and he puts wood in it and keeps that stocked up in the wintertime. So we just go in and out the front door, carry the wood in to the wood stove, and it's very easy. So here I'm going to show y'all how we can stain and repair wicker. You can see this wicker chair I purchased at a thrift store. It needs a lot of love. It's gotten faded and it's got some damage to the legs. So I'm going to show you how we can easily use some stain. And here I'm going to repair some of the leg damage. I'm just going to use some twine and some hot glue, and I'm just going to wrap it around the leg and add some stain, and you would never know that it had been damaged. And here I just replaced a little section with some hot glue and just kind of glued it back. But there's the twine, and just get it started with some hot glue. I'm going to work in sections with my twine because I just feel like it was easier that I cut it off the roll, and just, you know, get it started and just start wrapping around the leg. And just cover the whole leg and just keep it tight as you go. And I just glue, you know, as I went. Okay, here I wanted to show y'all the little love seat that I stained. You want to go with a stain that best matches your wicker or whatever color you desire. And I used a brush from Dollar Tree and it worked great. And this is, I wanted you to see the before and after difference. You can definitely tell what a change it makes in that color of that wicker. It is just so sun-dried, and then once you put that stain on it, it just adds such a pretty color and luster back to your wicker. So I'm just going to do the whole love seat now. I'm working on the seat, and like I say, the Dollar Tree brush, it worked great. And you know, if you don't have mineral spirits or gasoline or whatever you clean your brushes with after you use a stain, you know, you've only got $1 invested in this brush, so, you know, you can always throw it away, you know, and dispose of it. But, so anyway, this is, you just want to, you know, work on it, cover it as best you can. Some areas will stain a little bit darker than others, just depending on how faded it is. And just work it into those little grooves. I did one coat on most of it. In some areas, I did go back and add an extra coat, just, you know, just so it would, you know, blend in really well. And here it is after I got it all stained. And here's the table that I work on next. So y'all can see, you know, what a change it makes in it. And also, I'll put the stains that I used in the description box below. I think I used 4 different ones. There was one chair that I did not get around to staining, and you will see in parts of this video to where I'm staging and my furniture is not stained because I didn't think I would be able to get it stained because I did not have the right kind of stain, but Ben was able to go and get me some. So here I'm going to show y'all how we do DIY mulch. Ben has a log splitter that brand is Splitfire. They reached out to Ben and asked if he would like to try out one of their wood chippers. So they delivered it to our home a couple weeks ago. We have been loving it. So we are making our own mulch with this chipper. And I'm going to show you just what a difference this made in our flower beds. And I'm going to show you some before and after. And here is Ben coming with the tractor to dump it over into my flower bed. And this whole flower bed right here I made. There was no landscaping to the house when we moved in. So all this I have made myself. But he just dumps the mulch in. And then I'm just going to take a rake, you know, and just spread it out. And it makes such a huge difference. And y'all, it smells so good. I think this right here was either pine or cherry. So, you know, just trees and limbs from our yard. And so I'm going to show y'all some footage here. This is before the mulch. You can just see, you know, how it looks. You know, it just makes such a difference. Really makes your plants pop once you get that mulch in. And here's a little flower bed that I made that doesn't have any mulch. And I'm going to show you in a minute, you know, what it looks like. But here you can see we've just used pine needles in the past, and they're sun-baked. But you can see part of it is mulched, and I'm about to work there on that middle section. So here you'll see, after we get all the mulch down, what a difference it makes. Okay, here I wanted to show y'all the DIY walkway sidewalk that I made. Before, when we bought the house, there was no walkway to the front of the house. You just had to walk through the grass. So I just took rocks from our property and I made a walkway, And then we went and got some gravel a couple years ago, some little river rock, and filled it in. And it needs another layer of fresh river rock to put on top of it because it's kind of gotten faded and it's kind of, after a lot of rains, it's gotten a little bit washed out. So we do need to add another layer and refresh this. And Ben just sprayed weed killer on it the other day. So the weeds should be starting to die off in it. But I just wanted y'all to see what you can do with a few rocks and some pebbles to make your own walkway. So now we're going to go to the fun stuff, and we're going to just do our final touches, and I'm going to show y'all how I decorate the porch. And I usually use my same cushions every year. I try to take care of them. And I just, if I do need to refresh my cushions, I just usually order the pillow covers off of Amazon. And, with the quarantine this year, I haven't went out and done, much shopping. If it wasn't for the quarantine, I may have some new cushions this year, but I'm just going to stick with the ones that I have for now. And I'm sweeping everything off, and just like everybody, we usually, since we use this porch pretty much year-round, it is the entrance to our home, and sometimes even during the winter time, the weather is permissible. We can still maybe even sit outside. We never know. Sometimes it can be 70 degrees on Christmas Day. Here in the South, the weather is crazy. But I just, wash everything down. So we have a lot of pollen in the summertime, and it layers on, in the springtime. So I just give everything a good cleaning. And then I just kind of add some brightness to the porch by adding ferns. I love ferns. I love the green pop to them. And I just think they just really make a space, come to life when you add that greenery. So I always go get some ferns. And then here I am putting my cushions back. And this is showing the furniture is not stained. I actually did get some access to some stain that matched the color that I needed. So I was able to stain it. So you'll see in the next few videos, you're going to see it after I've stained it and refreshed it. And I went to a little roadside stand and I bought some flowers. So you're going to see me, put some potted flowers out. And that just adds a really good pop to, to the porch too. And I freshen up this little lantern that I have, and I actually had some black spray paint, so I actually went and sprayed over it with some black spray paint just to give it a good refresh. So I'm just kind of, like I say, wiping everything down and just getting it refreshed for us to sit out here and enjoy it. And here's the fern that I bought for this big planter that I have. And like I say, I just kind of keep my front porch simple. And we clean on it year round because being bringing in wood and stuff, the wood chips get all over it. So we're all the time sweeping the front porch. And so it doesn't get super messy during the winter time. So here you can see the door really good. It's got one of those blinds in the center of the glass of the door. So you can work a blind up and down on that window of that door. And then there's the window we installed. All the furniture got re-stained except the chair that's just coming up right now. The one on the right. I did not stain it, but I will stain it. But all the other furniture on the porch did get stained. Even the kind of brownish black looking wicker chair, I got it stained. So over here on this side, that little John Deere tractor, that was my stepson's when he was little. So we have to have that out. A super cute little tractor. And then there's the wood box. I have a table and I take the legs will screw off. So I just took the legs off of it and it was the perfect size to fit over the wood box. And that way it just adds extra seating to the porch if we need it. And there's the chair that I fixed the legs and then I stained it. Well, I think the color of the stain was ebony. And those urns that I have, I got those at Dollar General for $8 each. and I'm hoping to get more potting soil and get some more flowers to put in those. So I think they just add a pretty touch to it. And those roses are from my flower bed out there. I just cut those off of some of my rose bushes and added those. But see how the table turned out and the little love seat. The stain just really refreshed it and brightened it up. So here Ben is gone and got my flower pots, and he's putting some rocks in the bottom to help with drainage. He's going to fill them up with a little bit of dirt for me. And then I went to a roadside stand and I bought some real pretty annuals to put in these pots, and I'm going to put these on the stairs going up to the porch. So here I'm planting some petunias that I got, and they're absolutely beautiful. They're the hot pink, and they just really pop in this white planter. This planter was originally blue, and last year I spray painted it white. I get a lot of my flower pots from yard sales because you can find them very cheap, and then you can just bring them home and you can spray paint them whatever color you want them to be. This is Lantana. It's going to be really pretty. The other ones, I cannot pronounce their names. I do have the tags off of them, so I'm going to add them to the description box below. This is just an overview of the walkway again and the landscaping with the DIY mulch that we made with the chipper, and I just absolutely love it. And, just to go to show you what, just a few little potted annuals can just really add another element of, bright, cheeriness to any space. So here's the beautiful petunias. There's that one is called a Dahlia. And those little flowers in that little rabbit planter, those are zinnias, and they come up every year voluntarily from seeds from the previous year, and they were growing in my driveway. So I just took a little shovel and I shoveled them up and I planted them in that little rabbit planter. So when your plants go to seeds in the fall, don't pull up your annuals. Just let those seeds fall, and they'll come back the next year. And y'all, this is just an overview of our view from our front porch. So this is what we look out on when we sit out and enjoy, our little outside space. Thanks for watching, y'all. Please subscribe to our channel, and don't forget to go over and visit Rosemary at FABEDhacks.